Well, hello, my beautiful Leo. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career and money reading for the end of July right through to the end of August 2024. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Leo, this is your career and money reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross just to see what is coming towards you in the next coming weeks and months. Also, I'm opening up a competition to win a free personal reading from me. I haven't been able to do it for quite some time due to certain circumstances, but these issues have now been resolved. So I'm opening it up for one subscriber to win a free personal reading. I'll let you know how to win that a little bit later because some people are just here for the reading and they're not interested in the competition, and I don't want to waste anyone's time. So let's get straight to it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Leo? What do they need to know regarding their career? Can you please guide them regarding their money situation? What are they meant to be aware of at this time? Can you please show them the way? What are they meant to see regarding their career or money? What is it they're meant to know at this time? Can you please guide them for their highest good? Okay, so your first card here is the Depth card, okay? So this can indicate that all is not what it seems in your career at this moment in time. I definitely see that there are opportunities headed in your direction. I mean, your outcome energy is the Animal's Companionship card, and this tells me that there is someone in a position of authority, if you work for a company, who is orchestrating some things behind the scenes in order to help you level up. So it could be that your boss is putting in a good word for you, or if you are an entrepreneur and you work for yourself, this could be that there is a lucrative deal or client that is about to come your way, or an opportunity to be seen in some way. Now, it says here, depth, lake. I definitely see that you're going to submerge yourself in your career and in your projects and tasks this month. And some of you, if you've been out of work for a while and you've been searching for an opportunity, I feel like you're going to really have a lot of sort of opportunities to sort through in the next coming weeks. So it can be that you're looking at like advertisements and saying, that's not for me. And you're looking at something that you really want to partner with, but also instinctively it's right for you. So I feel that you are going to move into like a new role where you get an opportunity to kind of lead in some way. It feels that it's very integrated, but at the same time, it's a standalone position, if that makes sense. So if you are looking for a new role, I see that there's one coming in. Whether you are currently out of a job right now and you're looking, or whether you have a role right now and you're actually looking by putting your resume out there for new opportunities, I see a new endeavor, new partnership, or a new lucrative deal heading in your direction. Now, some of you, especially if you've been out of work for a while and you've been searching, you could be feeling, things have been difficult. We got the darkness card there. So it can indicate there's been a lot of challenge there and you're a little bit worried. You can't see how an opportunity is going to arise for you, but there is one being orchestrated for you at this time as well. So I want you to be aware that things are about to change. Now, this card, it's number 31. When you reduce it, 3 plus 1, of course, is 4. And this is really an energy of balance, harmony, but also this is an indication, whether you're in a career or not to take like the shallow route or the easy option, because I feel something that you want to accomplish it's almost like the harder path is more rewarding, okay? Don't shoot the messenger when I say that. Normally I say work smarter, not harder, but I feel like there is a difficult task or maybe a difficult client that you may deal with over the next coming weeks, but it's so rewarding. So if it's a client, whether you're an entrepreneur or you work for yourself, or whether you are working in an industry for a company, this person could put in a really good word because of the way that you deal with something instinctively. It feels very gut instinct energy. So it could be a problem that arises, or it could be an issue that occurs, and you deal with it in such a timely manner and so professionally that they're really impressed, okay? And it feels like word of mouth. Suddenly they're talking about you behind closed doors and saying, you want to hold on to that Leo. They're really good. They're a linchpin. They are going to the top. Or it could be like, you really need to check out this Leo. Their business is amazing and they send more business your way. So I definitely see that you're going to be seen or gain some sort of recognition this month. Now also the depth card can indicate that you're going to be completely like diving into some level of research this month regarding your career or your business or your tasks and responsibilities, and you're not going to cut any corners. It feels that you're very diligent, very focused, and I feel like this is about you kind of like not looking at the whole picture right now, just submerging yourself in the details. And some of you may actually need to take time with a decision. So if you're not happy where you're at, you may be taking some time to look at alternative opportunities, or if there is a client or a problem that arises in the next coming weeks or months, I feel like you're going to sit with it for some time before you suddenly resolve it. But know that everything will work out in your favor. I feel like this is a deeply reflective time for you to make sure that, you know, you keep afloat, of course, but also some of you are aspiring to save your money to either purchase property, go into real estate. For some of you, this can represent if you're already in real estate, you may have noticed a bit of a downturn and you may be trying to find alternative solutions, but know that things will fluctuate as they naturally do and things will rise again to the top. So I feel don't be worried there, but you may be making some sort of adjustments in the month ahead. But also, I mean, some of you could be doing some problem solving in the next coming weeks and months regarding your career, but I feel you have strong alliances in your career sector. Someone is either going to impart some information or knowledge towards you. Some of you could get some advice from somebody, but actually I feel like you have, you know, really what do you call it? It's almost like friends in high places, okay? So it could be someone you've known from college, reaches out and says, hey, got a really great deal here, would you like to take it? Or it could be, you know, that you have built a network of people, clients, contacts in some way that will benefit you in the next coming weeks regarding an opportunity, or even put in a good word for you. But ultimately what I see here is that your work, it speaks for itself. So you don't really need someone to put a good word in for you because you're really awesome at what you do. You tend to really submerge yourself in everything that you do. You give 100%. And this is really about connecting to your dreams this month, keeping them alive, whilst at the same time being really practical. Now, of course, we have the Darkness Moon card, but it's in the resistance position. So it's like you got it in the reverse. So if you've been going through a very difficult period in your career or financially, know that, number one, there is help available, but also I feel the help could come in terms of divine intervention. I feel suddenly there's a problem-solving energy coming through in your reading. So I feel that things are going to get infinitely easier, but, and I hope this makes sense, it's almost like that you took the path that seemed a little bit more difficult. So sometimes we can kind of prepare ourselves and think, oh, this is going to be really difficult. However, you're going to be pleasantly surprised that it's easier than you thought. Sometimes when we cut a corner or we take the easier route or the shortest route, sometimes it becomes more difficult. You know, there is a saying, it's coming through, but I really need to focus to try and get it. Sometimes the longest way is the shortest way round. Sometimes the longest way is the shortest way round. Now, I think that's a saying. That's what's coming through. I'm not seeing any words. I'm being given a feeling. Okay, so I'm trying to decode the feeling. So I hope I've got that, but I feel this is going to be beneficial for you in some way. Now, of course, this is number 7, which is about movement forward, and it's a reminder that there are cycles to everything. So some of you, you could have had a busy period where you're like rushed off your feet, but then there's this calmness that comes. So I feel some of you are recognizing that, there's a tide that sometimes can feel like it's against you, and don't push yourself through it. It's almost like ride the wave, because sometimes when we push through things, it can be really, really difficult, but also it can be exhausting. And some of you are really exhausted. I mean, this energy is draining, is what I see here. A lot of you are tired on a soul level, feeling exhausted with all the tasks and responsibilities, not just your career, but it's like life in general. And you're just keeping things going. But I feel like it's like, don't be afraid of the difficult times, because I feel that these are the most rewarding times in your career. So I hope I've made myself clear on that. But I feel some of you may even withdraw over the next coming weeks or months to think about launching new things. Either new ideas, new ways of working, really implement some new ways of working that really opens you up to enjoying yourself a little bit more, bringing back that spark into what you do. But also I feel some of you, especially if you are working for a company, there could be some merges or some departures going on behind the scenes. But I feel like you are going to become aware of this. So it could be some downsizing going on. Some of you may be a little bit worried about that. But again, I feel like you have friends in high places, and you are an integral linchpin to a team. And if you have been let go of in a role, for example, and you've been made redundant or been fired, I feel it's because the universe wants to align you with something that is a better partnership. Okay, this is a card of integration. It's a card of natural instincts. It's a card of synergy. And it's number 21, which is the world card energy, and it means reaching a goal. So I feel like you're going to be very goal-oriented. So if you are searching for something that you haven't found in your current circumstances, or you're problem solving, or you're actually looking for a new role, you will reach your goal, okay? Now, when you get this card, of course, animals represent instinctively acting on your intuition, and it could also indicate that things are going to get pretty wild in your career, but it's really about assessing what you bring to the table. This is all about your superpower and finding yours and exercising it over the next coming weeks and months. But also, this is a card that reminds you to share your gifts. You have gifts that other people do not have. So it's about acknowledging what you bring to the table of your career and life in general, and other people just don't have that skill set. For example, you and another person may have exactly the same qualifications, but how you deal with things, your natural flair, your natural talent to utilize the tools that you've got at your disposal sets you apart from somebody else. So this indicates that you are going to really shine this month. I mean, the fact that the darkness card is in the resistance position, it means you're going to be in the spotlight for something. So I feel something rewarding is coming in. This could be a partnership for you and a company. It could be you and a client if you're an entrepreneur. For some of you, this could be you instinctively launching a business partnership with someone that you really trust, or it could be that you're launching something on your own and you're going to attract a lot of attention. It's like the animal kingdom. Everything is connected. So I really feel that, you're going to see that connectedness in your career over the next coming weeks and months. And I feel like you may embody like your spirit animal to overcome something or accomplish something, and you're going to really celebrate a win, okay? What else am I getting from this card? Yeah, I also feel like there's energy of giving back, okay? Something is calling to you at this time. It's like listening to the call of the wild. So if some of you are actually thinking about launching your own business, or you are focusing on your life's purpose at this moment in time and you feel there's a missing ingredient, listen to that calling, and I feel like you're following that calling at this time. But also it's like this synergy that everybody's got their role in whatever it is they do, and you are an integral part of this role, or the cog in the wheel. You're not just like another cog in the wheel. If you didn't do what you do, then things would like break down and wouldn't work as smoothly. So I feel some of you may experience some delays, or you may experience someone not like upholding their end of the bargain, as it were. So, for example, if you're in a company where you need something to do what you do, but it requires someone else to do something first, I feel that person, either they're away on a vacation or things are delayed, or, you know, maybe they're off sick. There may be like a breakdown in kind of movement, but it's almost like you save the day, or you do a task or a responsibility that makes sure that you bridge this problem so that it doesn't become a problem, if that makes sense. Okay. Now, I would say some of you were going to have some new money-making ideas this month as well. So I feel in terms of finances, this can indicate that you're coming to the end of a difficult financial period. So if you spent a little bit too much or bills have been super high, I feel like you may see some respite over the next coming weeks and months. Some of you are submerging yourself into like a very strict budget, for example, or if you've been going through a period where you've got a lot of debt and you've been feeling the pinch, or you've been feeling you don't know how to resolve something, I definitely see that there is a lifeline being made available to you. Okay, but what I see here as well is you taking action on an opportunity, and there is a contract being made available, or even this inspiration is returning for you to have new ideas to increase your wealth. So I see something being offered to you, that's for sure. You're focusing on happiness in your career, but also wealth, you know, money enough to look after you and your family. There, I could feel it coming in there, Ace of Pentacles. So this is either a new job or a new opportunity or an incentive. It could be a financial incentive there, new income. It could be a raise for some of you or a bonus. There's a strong potential of that happening. But let's go and get your final cards before I get your energy. Yeah, there is a surprise here for you in your career. It's something you've been wishing for. You've got the Nine of Cups there, so that's really exciting. And we have the Queen of Cups. Something you're going to love doing is going to be offered to you, but also this is about you nurturing your skill set. So some of you may talk to your boss and say, hey, you know what, I love what I do, but it'd be really great if I could learn more about this sector, or if I could open myself up and get a qualification in this. It could enhance my abilities. It would be another skill to your toolkit, as it were. So some of you are trying to learn new things. If you're an entrepreneur, this is something that intuitively you are doing in order to stay ahead of the curve, but it's going to hold you in good stead. Now, your first card there, this is how you're feeling. So some of you, lots of new ideas. After a period of feeling unmotivated or completely exhausted, you're going to have this boost of energy where you are suddenly being very creative. You are a visionary, you're enterprising. There's a spark of brilliance about you over the next coming weeks and months. You really rise to the occasion, and this is a transformative energy. So it can indicate lots of change. So some of you, there's going to be some changes going on behind the scenes with the Moon card energy present for you twice. It can indicate some of you are worried about these changes, but they are actually working in your favor to bring a little bit more spontaneity and fun into your everyday. So even if you've just been made redundant, for example, or you are looking for a role, you know, the universe sometimes removes you from toxic situations or opportunities where you feel like you've hit a glass ceiling, but you needed that, you know, nudge from the universe to leave a position. And if you weren't taking the hints, sometimes the universe will give you that nudge and remove you from a position so you can make space for this new opportunity that comes in. I actually see if you are looking for a new role, even if you're in a role right now and you're just putting your resume out there, there's two opportunities coming in. One is really exciting. It is something you're going to be passionate about. It's a little bit more freelance or spontaneous, or it gives you creative control. And the other one is more money. So I feel you're going to make a decision on this. You're going to make the right decision for you, is what I see. I see you actually getting a little bit more money in both roles, but one of them is, you know, an ample amount of money, and the other one is like a larger amount of money. So I feel like looking at it, you're going to choose the one that has a little bit more money, because I feel the roles are kind of similar. So please take that as it resonates. But this is your energy. You're someone who's passionate. You're leading with your passions. You're trying to follow your heart and your life's purpose. And this is a card where you're going to be inspired, lots of new ideas, lots of new endeavors, and whatever it is, you're going forward with it. So I feel after a turbulent time, as you can see, there's a turbulent cloud there, you're going to have a breakthrough, okay? Now, what is crossing you? I do see that you're going to be very busy with paperwork, contracts, tasks, responsibilities. You're going to be busy. You're going to be pushed and pulled in different directions, but I see a lot of you adjusting the way that you work this month so you can get really clear, okay? Also, I feel some of you may discover that someone has either not been pulling their weight, or someone has been a bit loose with the truth, okay? And it may be exposed this month. I feel like you had a hunch, an intuition, a leaning that, this person has not been fulfilling their end of the bargain. But I see here it gives you an opportunity to showcase your skills in some way and highlight that you are, a really important member of the team. So, for example, if you went away on, holiday and someone was trained up to do your role or took over your responsibilities whilst you're away, you're going to find that actually they didn't do things correctly, or they weren't really fair, and they didn't do what they were meant to do, and things have been left undone, and you're a little bit fed up. But at the same time, it highlights to everybody else, you are necessary, because nobody can do the role like you do it. So I feel that's something. It's almost like a double-edged sword there, okay? Now, the Justice card in this position can also indicate merges going on behind the scenes. You may hear that your company is either merging or breaking away from a partnership. I actually see more partnerships, so it could be that they're trying to partner up with another company and they're leaving one deal. But this may mean that there are some restructures going on. So there may be a change of middle management, or there may be some sort of restructure going on where there's new contracts. Remember, if you're being offered a new contract for the role that you've been in for quite some time, this means there's going to be a new start date. So anything that went before is nullified. So if that means, redundancy packages would change, look out for bonuses and things like that, or any benefits that you had in the previous role. Make sure that you're getting a fair deal, because I feel this month is a period where you can negotiate a better deal there for you as well. Now, some of you are really just checking in with yourself. There's a period of adjustment. There's a period of realization. This could come in the form of some sort of appraisal, whether that's you working in a company and you have an important meeting, because I feel there's lots of important meetings, important documents to adhere to this month. And there's an energy here of some really good karma. After a period of chaos or, things just not being fair, I feel there's a readdress of the balance. So there could be more incentive coming towards you. So it could be a raise. It's a small one. It's the start. There's a lot of potential there. And for some of you, this could be a new contract. You've been sort of making a bit of an appraisal for yourself and saying, actually, am I happy where I'm at? Is there an opportunity to thrive or elevate? And if not, if you've hit that glass ceiling, I see some of you, receiving communication from alternative opportunities elsewhere, and you may sign a contract with a new company. Or if you're an entrepreneur, it could be that you're letting go of a lucrative client, but they were really difficult, and then 2 more clients come in their place. It feels like you are just trying to work healthier and create healthier boundaries as well. Now, this card can also indicate that, you may have some legal documents to deal with this month. These could be contracts for yourself. On a personal level, this could be you letting go of service providers who perhaps have not been pulling their weight or giving you the service that you're paying for. You're readjusting the balance, and you're actually finding an alternative service provider that does what they say they're going to do, and there may be a savings there as well. Some of you may be cutting out subscriptions to things that perhaps you don't need anymore, don't utilize. This is about streamlining. It's also about streamlining your time, being more efficient, and I definitely see that you're going to be able to do that. Now, we've got the Hierophant, so this is about learning. So some of you are having faith that, your skill set is going to take you towards promotion or the next ring on the ladder. For some of you, this is about you getting a bonus. You may learn that you're about to get a bonus or an opportunity or even a new deal or a new project that you can figurehead, and it's going to be really exciting there. Also, the Hierophant represents learning skills. So it could be that, you know, you've got an idea of launching something, because remember, the Fool card can be to launch something. It can be that suddenly you're going to learn how to do it. So if you're setting up like a social media platform, or you're learning to get to grips with a new computer program, or you're just learning about branding, whatever it is, I definitely see that you're absorbing a lot of knowledge this month, and you really are a force to be reckoned with. But also, some of you are taking a traditional route in doing something, and you're putting your own unique spin on it, okay? So it could be that you're trying to find comfort in your working practices, but at the same time, you're being a maverick and doing something different. And I also feel with this card, you've got friends in high places. That's literally what this card means. It can mean that, you know, you are favored by an establishment, or that people in positions of authority are noticing what you're capable of, and they want to offer more at this time. What's in the past position? We got the Ten of Cups. So this can be that some of you feel you were happier working before in the past at some point, and you really yearn to return to happier working practices. But also, this is an indication that there used to be peace, well-being. Things seem to be just a little bit better in the past, and you may feel that you're a little bit nervous or anxious. This could be that you're looking at the world at large, you know, the economy that is shifting and changing, and we're all recovering after a period. We all know the period we're talking about, that has really changed humanity and the world at large and industries. And you may feel that everything is a little bit like on a tightrope right now, but know that you are secure and you're following your heart, and you're in the flow of attracting more abundance and more opportunity there as well. The Ten of Cups, some of you could have just had a family. If you've just, had a child, congratulations. It could be that you are now re-entering the workforce after a period of maternity leave or even paternity leave. So I feel some of you are, re-entering, and, you're just building your career and your finances to support you and your family. For some of you, you've had family responsibilities as well. So you're just trying to balance those things, because the Justice card is there. But this is the happy ever after. So it could be the dream of the life that you aspire to at this moment in time, and you're working really hard to accomplish it, and you're going to reach your goal, okay? Now we have that Ace of Pentacles. This is in your potential position. There is an opportunity for more wealth coming towards you. So this could be an acquisition, something you're going to purchase, could be real estate, and it brings in passive income. For some of you, it's you actually utilizing your skills, the knowledge that you have, putting it online, maybe a course of learning for people to download so that you can bring in some money as eventually passive income. But it's something that you're creating right now that will be lucrative later on and will bring in some more money. For some of you, this could be that you're writing a book, or you are writing about your experiences and basically offering your knowledge to somebody else about whatever it is that you do, and, being financially rewarded for it. But also, it's, the opportunity of a new job or a new position. Could be a new position in the same place. Could be that you're working with a different team, or you have a different project on the go, and it's going to be really rewarding. This is also your investment in your career. You tend to give your all, okay? But it's an opportunity to increase your finance, and this is a card of success. It literally means you're aligned with success right now, and that you are generating opportunities into gold, and you're going to see whatever it is you're working towards take shape on the physical plane, and it's going to be successful, okay? So I feel like you're manifesting either a bonus. I see a bonus coming in for some of you, a promotion being offered to you. I actually see like a managerial type role coming in, or a position of authority where it almost feels like you are the power behind the throne. Okay, so it could be that you're an assistant to somebody, or you are an entrepreneur and you get really close to someone who is like an icon in your industry, and they take you under their wing, and they sort of like give you lots of advice or introduce you to contacts or networking opportunities so that you can increase in your position. The universe is stepping in to offer you lots of opportunity over the next coming weeks and months, okay? Now we got the Fool card. This is in the near future. The Fool card represents new beginnings. So some of you are literally leaving a position for more money elsewhere, or you are going to have a wonderful new start, a new adventure with a new client, or a new idea that is going to be so prosperous, because this card represents potential. It's the beginning of something really exciting, but it's also a reminder to have fun at what you do, okay? So some of you could be launching something new or taking a chance on something and you're not sure where it's going to go. It's leading to success. It's going to be very lucrative for you, but also this is the beginning of something that has so much potential to grow into something really exciting, and it will meet your expectations there as well. Also, this card is an indication that when you take a leap of faith, the universe will support your decision because you are bold and daring, and you're letting go of anything that perhaps you're not happy with in your career sector. And if you have been struggling with finances or trying to sort of brainstorm new ideas to make new money, I definitely see that you're aligned to make that happen. Now, this is your advice to yourself in this moment, the Moon card. So it can indicate that, you've had some turbulent energy in your career recently, or you've been feeling a little bit unsure or uncertain about the future. You're a little bit nervous, a little bit worried, but know that you will find your path way over the difficult period, because as you can see, a pathway is being made clear there over the mountains. Now, also, some of you, this Moon card is a card of duality, so you may be opening yourself up to second streams of income or two different ideas that could go in different directions but are equally rewarding and financially viable. But also the Moon card can be a pathfinder card. So some of you may be really brainstorming and trying to find what you really naturally want to do or are good at or connect to your life's purpose and mission. But know that there is something going on behind the scenes. You've got so many cards here of something going on behind the scenes that actually is going to benefit you, because the Moon card can indicate a dream job opportunity is about to be offered, but you can't see it right now. So if you've been feeling tested in your career or you feel change is afoot, know that it will benefit you long term. But also the Moon card can be that you're reflecting on your career, and if you feel like you've hit that plateau or that glass ceiling, that you are about to break through that with new ideas or new opportunities, you maybe even reinventing what you're doing. But at the same time, it is going to be very successful and work out the way that you hoped for. Also, I want you to be aware there's a dog and a wolf on this card, and the dog can represent comfort, stability, so it could be a long-term contract that's available to you, or you're thinking about taking something long-term, but also the wolf is there, which represents independent energy. Some of you could be becoming your own boss, launching a business idea, or you are an entrepreneur and you're branching out in some way, and it's going to be very exciting for you. But also, the wolf represents a pathfinder. So it could be that some of you may be going off and traveling or doing something that benefits your family. Maybe it's something you do alone. You may feel a little bit isolated sometimes, but I feel it's going to be worth it, whatever it is that you're working on. Now, we do have the Four Cups there. Some of you are a little bit bored in whatever it is that you do. You feel it's a repetitive cycle, same old thing, different day, but the universe is stepping in to surprise you with an opportunity, but also a new way of doing something that is more fulfilling. So pay close attention to any ideas that come your way. I feel like you really will meet your expectations this month. You may have also gone through something that was a little bit disappointing. Maybe something didn't go your way, but that's because you're creating space for something greater. This is the position that sort of indicates that these are circumstances outside yourself. Everything changes. That is the nature of the world, okay? That is the one constant thing that we can bank on. Things change. So if your role is changing or management is changing or the industry or environment is changing, I feel like a new opportunity is coming your way that is going to benefit you out of this change. So I feel like there's nothing to really worry about. However, sometimes we're conditioned to expect the worst so that we can be pleasantly surprised. But be a little bit mindful of catastrophizing, because when we always focus on the things that are going wrong, without finding a solution, we just wallow in it, then we actually attract more sort of negative things, but I see things are going to pick up for you in a really nice way, and I feel like you're going from strength to strength. Now, we do have the Nine of Cups. I'm loving that it showed up in your reading because it means something you've been wishing for in your career is about to become your reality, but you worked really hard for this, okay? So I feel this is about a dream come true, a wish fulfilled. It could be a dream job opportunity or that bonus you've been working towards, or it could be a new role or a new project or a new client. Whatever it is, I feel it benefits you really well, and it brings harmony, it brings peace, and it is an achievement of desire. So you're definitely going to be very goal-oriented, very productive. You're paying attention to the details, and you're on top of your targets. Now, this is a hope and a fear position. So it can indicate that you are going to notice some lazy people around you, and they're going to be called to task, so they will be sort of spotlighted for not pulling their weight. But also, this is a card that really connects to your first card, which is really interesting, because in the resistance position, if I can pick that up, because the Nine of Cups, when it's in this position, you read both sides. A wish being delivered, but also when it's in the reverse, it says, don't cut corners. Okay, don't look for quick results, because sometimes when we look for quick results, it can often become a bit of a headache, and we can have some problems arise there. So we've got the Queen of Cups at the end of your reading. This is the outcome. So this is about feeling fulfilled, but it's also about valuing what you bring to the table when it comes to your career. This is about loving what you do, but also recognizing that you are a gift. But it's also reminding you healthier working practices are a must, okay? So if you've been under a lot of pressure recently, make sure you sort of make some adjustments to manage stress levels, and recognize that, the world will always give you more opportunities. Once something doesn't go your way, or you don't hit a target or a deadline, there's always another opportunity to step up. So take the pressure off a little bit there. But what I see here is you going from strength to strength. I don't see you missing any targets, and I see an opportunity coming towards you that you're going to grab with both hands. You're nurturing your career. There's emotional security and fulfillment in this career. And this is about you feeling comfortable with what you do, and, having a lot of respect in your career as well. I mean, the Queen of Cups can also indicate some of you, whatever it is you do, it benefits others, whether it's you imparting your knowledge, or whether it is, you doing some sort of spiritual practice, or working in an industry that benefits others. It could be healthcare. It could be that you are maybe a counselor where you listen to people, offer advice. For some of you, if you're like a psychotherapist, or for some of you, it could be like Reiki or yoga, or it's almost like you creating healthier boundaries in the working environment for you. So some of you may actually decide to take courses like that, yoga, meditation, to help mindfulness, so that you can be ready for the pressures of work, and that you are in a period of being in the flow. So I feel this will sort of benefit you when you find a healthier working practice. And this card can also indicate that right now, although money is important, and I see new money coming in, or an increase in your finances, or being able to save a little bit more money this month than usual, I see that you're trying to basically reach for something that you love doing rather than thinking about the money. So I feel this could be an award or some sort of recognition for what you do coming in this month that shows that you are victorious, okay? Some of you are also strategizing the next move, because I'm actually seeing a chessboard right now. So it could be that you're about to make a move, a major move in your career, or that it could be if someone's been pushing your buttons, you basically have a checkmate move that puts them in their place and shows you that really are, a force to be reckoned with. They want me to go one more, so I will. Okay, so we have recycle. What's old is new again. Back to work. So I definitely picked up on some of you who've been out of a role for a while, whether that's through maternity leave or whether that's you've been out of a role. Some of you, it could be that you took a sabbatical. there's an energy of you returning to something, old job, new angle, refurbish, resale. I mean, on a personal level, some of you may be looking at decluttering your home space and sort of putting stuff that you've outgrown online to sell so that you bring in some more money there as well. But we definitely have this major energy of spotlight, okay? And it says here, rich and famous for some of you. Especially if you are on social media or you're in an industry where people, look at what you do. Maybe you're an artist or an actor or a musician or a photographer. So please take it as it resonates. But it could be that you are going to be well known within your industry. Your reputation speaks for itself. You are someone who's passionate, intense. You've got a lot of talent and drive, and you're destined for the top. But I see a lot of newness going on here. So there could be new projects, new ideas, or new angles at whatever it is that you do. And remember, my guys just said, remember, mushrooms grow in the dark. So I feel there's a lot of growth in your career after a difficult period. But it says here, lucky break, star power, influencer, and entertainer. This is about you influencing your career, going from strength to strength, really being a force to be reckoned with. And I feel like you're spotlighted for some opportunity, whether it's a new job, a raise, promotion, investment, or new income or an incentive. I definitely see that, there is an exciting opportunity that you're going to grab with both hands, okay? So I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a rune. Now, just got one rune there. So if you want to enter the competition to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is take a moment of quiet and listen to a song called You're the Voice by John Farnham. Then in the comments box below, write these words: I stand strong with an attitude of gratitude. And of course, if you don't like that song, then please choose a song that resonates with you more, because ultimately it's about raising vibrations. We're currently in a period in the world where it's critical to raise vibrations. So playing a song that does that is important. But the effect shall be the same if you don't like the song that my guides have offered up for the reading. Please listen to it at some point, though, because it's actually a really great song. It's not my usual taste, but I can see the benefit of it. And then my guides will point me in the direction of one subscriber to win the free personal reading. Please keep your notification bell on, because I will announce that competition winner at the end of the month, and it'll just let you know when I announce the winner's name, okay? Now, your final rune here is the water rune, okay? So this is about you focusing on your dreams and your goals. It's about taking the initiative, but it's a feminine energy of receiving. So this is about, after all your hard work and tenacity, now you're receiving benefit and reward there as well. Also, I feel this is about how you feel about your career. You're all up in your feelings at this moment in time. You may feel a little bit more sensitive than usual, but when we're open to that sensitive energy, it means we're going to get more downloads, more instinctive energy, and more opportunity as well to be in the flow. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates. Thank you so much, my beautiful Leo, and love and light.